We did it, boys! It's finally over. We are now past election day, and we have a winner. And it's the Republicans, and it's Trump. And while they are cheering, as I predicted, the other side, now known as the Democrats, are now going to look at the Republicans and Trump and say that they cheat. Well, what was that? Oh, they're not claiming they cheated? Oh, they're doing something dumber. Oh, they're somehow all less motivated now and feeling defeated and trying to figure out how, after doing a bunch of nothing and thinking that that was promoting that woman, that they're surprised that this is the outcome that happened because they don't know how to plan anything and actually don't know how to promote and think every stupid thing that they've done over this entire year, especially the last 5 months, was going to net them a positive. Wow.
I am exhausted. I'm in Philly right now. I'm debating which polling location to go to. I don't even know my own name. I've forgotten my hotel room number multiple times. We cannot have another Trump presidency. This is a nightmare. I have spent the last several years traveling the country, watching MAGA rally after MAGA rally, QAnon, local, state, federal, MAGA politicians talk about their future for this country of destroying public education, collapsing that separation we have between church and state, banning no-fault divorce, assassinating your enemies. I've heard it. He says it out loud every time he speaks into a microphone. And when he's not saying it, the local politicians are saying it. The local America First politicians are saying it. It is not normal for a local MAGA politician to tell their audience that the Asian people that set up a dry cleaners in their area are doing so as just strategic move with the CCP. Something is wrong if that is a normal thing for them to say with no pushback. It's not normal to want to destroy public education and destroy labor. It's not normal to talk about assassinating your enemies. I really don't get down with the people that say, oh, both parties are the same. They're not the same. None of this is the same. If you have been keeping score and if you know anything about legislation, they don't vote the same. You can look this up. God, I am so wiped out right now. I have not had a break in a few weeks. Much respect to all the people canvassing across the nation. If you have not voted, please go and vote. Especially if you live in Pennsylvania. I have traveled the country and listened to these people and spoken to these people, and I've been on the campaign trail for state, local, and federal. I don't expect everyone to be on the same page as me. But I expect everyone to see this as an actual threat. Please go vote. I thought I was going to be stressing out and up all night. I think I'm going to pass out in the next few hours. And I'm going to spend the next few weeks focusing on restoring my mental health. Hopefully this next few weeks are a restorative time for us.
Hi. For those of you who don't know, my name's Leon, Ruin, and I am known on the internet streets as many things, most importantly, the sexiest black YouTuber. And ever since January of this year, I have been carefully paying attention to how people on the streets, the common folk, you and I, are surveying this presidential election. And as the weeks and the months went on, I kept repeating that one side was going to win, one side was going to lose, one side was going to cheer, and one side was going to claim that the one cheering was cheating. But I never really knew which side was going to do it because I didn't care about any of these polls that on random showed one of these people winning at any random point. I was only focused on the end result, which is what occurred. And now that we know who won, I have prepared this statement for my illustrious people in the Democratic Party. you fucking morons did really nothing to enhance any support for Kamala. Kamala was going to have people backing her regardless. What needed to be done was a bunch of people on the ground making sure that everyone had the rationale in realizing that, yes, this person is better than Trump, and you should be voting for this person based on this reason, that reason, and a third reason. And while you did have various people out there making sure that they got word out about Kamala, her policies, and how she wants to run the country for the next 4 years, you had too many more people going above and beyond saying, hold on, let's think about the pointless aspect of it all. And if you don't vote for this lady, clearly you hate women, you want to see them die, you want to control them, you want to control their bodies, you don't care about any situation that has them in harm's way, you don't care about black people, you don't care about immigrants, you don't care about gay people, you don't care about the lives of any of the things that I've mentioned before, and you're overall, most importantly, a bad person. Sorry, this isn't Disney Channel. That's not really gonna net a lot of positive towards what you want. It's gonna make people say, okay, fuck you. Don't you dare characterize me in a negative way because I'm not doing what you want me to do. That's not how you get this done. And doing that in an aggressive way, and then as you're starting to get a little bit fearful that Trump is gonna win as the election gets closer and closer, you suddenly start realizing, oh my God, we gotta change direction and we actually gotta start talking normally. Too little, too disastrously fucking late.
And if Trump win, all you motherfuckers that was doing all that, pressing Kamala and her policies, I want y'all to be the first ones in the motherfucking streets fighting for people's rights, starting with mine.
Y'all, I'm literally telling y'all, when I go into work tomorrow, I'm literally going to be clutching my pearls around every single man, every single white person, every single coon stick. I'm clutching my pearls. Clutching them. Clutching my purse, clutching my cat, everything, my hair even. I'm clutching everything that's on me every time I walk past niggas nowadays. Like, I'm gonna have to live like Tyler and live in paranoia. Because I don't even think I want to go outside to go to work.
And to everyone who used their massive fucking platform to encourage people not to vote for Kamala Harris, and to everyone who listened to these people who use their massive fucking platforms to encourage people not to vote for Kamala Harris when things get worse inside and outside of the US, do not look to black women for fucking help. Go ask the fuck.
And I just want to take a little side moment to address a certain subsection of people because I have been chastised. Yes, I kind of choked up there for a second because I just finished eating some Lucky Charms because I am a true American patriot. There are a subsection of people who have gotten mad at individuals like me for saying, yeah, I don't really trust either one of these people, and I'm not gonna vote. And I'm gonna need y'all to no longer be upset at people like me because I believe at current count, there's 500,000 plus people who felt like they couldn't trust Kamala at all that were voting for Jill Stein.
So more than 500,000 of you motherfuckers wasted gas money, wasted your time. You're wasting other people's time because they got to count this motherfucking vote. For what? If you were going to burn a vote, why did you vote? I know everybody's like, oh, just go out and vote, just go out and vote. What was the fucking reason? What was the fucking point? I really want to know for the people that fucking voted third party, like, what were you trying to accomplish? Just so you can say you didn't vote for either one, stay your ass at home. Stay home. Like, really, what was the fucking reason? What were you trying to get out of that? Oh, and to all you motherfuckers that was talking about you didn't want to vote for her because of her stance on Gaza and the Israel-Palestine situation, Netanyahu just sent in his congratulations to Trump and said that he cannot wait to continue their friendship. So, good job.
And I don't want a single fucking leftist sitting up on this app tomorrow acting as if they're still on their moral fucking high ground if Donald Trump were to win. Every single person that gets up on this app and they say, Donald Duck and Kamala Harris are both evil. They're the same levels of evil. They're both right-wing politicians. I want to see how successful y'all are pushing Donald Trump left. I want to see it. And another thing I want to see, every single fucking leftist that says Donald Duck and Kamala Harris are equal and they're both evil, Go protest tomorrow. I want every single public event that Donald Duck is speaking at, I want protesters fucking there. Since you're not scared to protest under him, apparently. And every single revolutionist that says they're going to start a fucking political revolution, whether it be one that starts a war or one that doesn't, start it. Start it. Miss, I can't even call the doctor's office to schedule a doctor's appointment, but I think I'm going to start a revolution. I don't want any person to sit on their moral high ground and say that you care about somebody's fucking life, because you don't. You never fucking cared. Especially the people that got up on this app and said Kamala Harris needs to fucking lose. To do what? Prove that more people have to fucking die? Crazy. So again, I hope every single person that sat up on this app and said that Donald Trump needs to win and Kamala needs to lose to prove that something to the fucking Democrats, I want to see you out protesting. Front fucking lines. And don't ask for minority groups or marginalized communities to fucking help you. I want to see y'all doing it by your fucking self. Madeline Pendleton in the fucking front, actually.
Spoiler alert, the third party's a fucking joke, and it's been a joke for a long time. I do not care how much you are not a fan of the two-party system, nobody is promoting the third party at all. And I think Jill Stein did something, I don't think she dropped out the day of, but I think she did something that knocked her out of a good majority of ballots. So good job on wasting everybody's time, you person who claims to care about all the issues in Palestine and Gaza, yet you're tweeting from a fucking iPhone about how this is the end times. You did such a great job. But back to the dummies at hand. I know you thought that bullying was going to be the tactic that works for you. And I'm certain you looked at how Trump and his cohort were doing it, and you saw all the stupid moments that they were doing, and you thought this will be enough to sway everybody a week or even a few days before the election. But that really wasn't going to work out to any form of a positive for you. Yes, it was stupid, the various moments that made the Trump and conservatives look bad. But was that really going to shake any form of confidence in them? No. You know what would have? Actually doing the boring thing. I know, in a world where we all want to sensationalize the fuck out of taking a shit and jerking off, we got to make sure that everyone knows that it's the end times if this dude ends up being the president. But you know what could have helped? You actually listening to these people, hearing what they had to say, and then countering it with information that would have been beneficial to them, like information on tariffs, like information on immigration, like all of these important issues that they believe in from the conservative Trump side of it all, and you explain why it wouldn't really work out. But because we only had a subsection of that to where a lot of people weren't really gonna know about it, and instead we had more motherfuckers saying, fuck you, vote for my side or we're gonna disown you, congratulations. Welcome to the chickens coming home to fucking roost. When Kamala was first put in the spot to replace Joe Biden because he broke up with us, because let's face it, we're all terrible lovers as Americans, the first stupid internet conversation that occurred was, oh my God, if she doesn't win, it's black men's fault.
Hey, kudos to the fucking reporter that outed the black men who went and voted for fucking Trump. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all are so money fucking hungry for someone who's not gonna give y'all any fucking money. It was in the fucking woodworks for Kamala to help you bitch ass niggas out. And you said fuck it. Fuck it. He gave me $1,200 one time. I'll vote for him again. You hate black women. You can't say you don't now. You actively voted against black women. What the fuck? You were broke yesterday, you were broke today, and if that bitch ass man wins, you're gonna be broke for the next fucking 4 years. Real broke.
And I was comfortable leaving that shit on the random TikTok live streams that occur at 2 o'clock in the morning. It disastrously boggles my mind to this day how a former president, Barack Obama, saw the disarray between black men voting for Kamala and decided to echo a TikTok argument as a way to make people vote for her. And again, what a net negative that ended up being, and arguably, depending on where you get your information from, it was pointless because we weren't worried about pushing her policies. We weren't worried about pushing to make sure that everyone knows why she's a better reason to vote for and why she's better for America than Trump. No, it was important to fucking virtue signal to the nines. No wonder nobody everybody really had too much confidence in her. No wonder more people showed out for Trump. No wonder people didn't really have too much faith in the Democratic, because you motherfuckers was sitting here trying to get virtue points instead of actually letting people know what's up with the what's up.
I'm gonna get canceled for this one, but why did they send out fucking Barack Obama to berate black men when like 80+% of black men voted for Kamala Harris? Fucking 92+% of black women. Niggas should have sent out Enrique Iglesias. They should have sent out Bad Bunny, bro. Cause hell, Taylor Swift came out and white women still voted for Trump. So black people are the only ones holding down the fort. And it's because we got a lot to fucking lose.
And you know what? I'm right back on here because I'm pissed and I got stuff to say. You know whose fault this also is? Yeah, we can point the finger at voters because some of y'all didn't show up to the polls. And actually, some of y'all went to the polls and you didn't use your brain. There's nothing going on up here, okay? This is also Democratic politicians' fault, too. Well before this moment in time right now, y'all were doing too much of that compromising and meeting people in the middle of the aisle. Y'all were doing too much of this. Let's take the high road. Let's play fair. Whoever won the game playing fair? Republicans had been stopped playing fair. And on that note, to the pre-Trump Republicans who are saying that, oh, the respectable Republicans is what some people call them. Where were you at when that man started lollygagging into politics? Y'all are talking about, oh, this doesn't look like the Republican Party that I've known all my life. Where the hell were you at when the orange man was making his way? Where were you at? Where were you at? And where are you now? Because I surely don't see y'all running for no offices now. I only see yes men running for office. That's what I see. And this is how we know that politicians are deeply evil, because the people who could have done something did nothing. So now what? And back to the voters for a second. To the people out there who are talking about, I just love my country and that's why I voted for Trump. That can't be, babes. That can't be. That simply can't be. Everything that America is built on, liberty and freedom and the American dream. What the hell do you think people are coming to this country for? But because you have it, you don't want anybody else to have it, right? Because you're selfish. And to the parents out there who voted for Trump, you know that your kids can't read. Do you know? I don't think that some of you are even involved enough to know that your maybe high school child doesn't even read at a middle school level. I think that some of y'all aren't locked in nearly enough. And to the people out there talking about a stimulus check, you're about to be pinching some fucking pennies. Watch. And one last thing, I think what really gets me is that you can tell that some people just didn't pay attention in any level of an econ course. What's happening with the economy? It's cyclical. It's cyclical. You can do whatever you want to prolong or to try to halt a recession from happening. But at some point, the cycle has to keep spinning. It's got to keep turning, okay? And a lot of y'all, you don't understand that the president damn near almost has nothing to do with that. That's a different branch. That's a different branch of government. A lot of y'all didn't pass civics.
Now, it was brought to my attention that after elections, the day of and leading up to Inauguration Day, there's like this covert message to the people. We're not really a message to the people, but more like what could the losing side have done better in order to get votes? And maybe the next time a presidential race comes, they learn from this past experience. And based on how people perceive it, a lot of people don't learn anything.
All right, last video before I go to bed. So Kamala just lost. Hate that for everyone. And I think it's time to talk about how Gen Z is definitely not a monolith and definitely not as progressive holistically as like we claim to be, or as specifically like the media claims us to be, like the good change for the world. Because we've seen this gradual rise in conservative talking points within specifically like younger men. And we've kind of been ignoring like the whole red pill issue, kind of treating it as like, oh wow, these guys are just like weirdos, these guys are incels. No, like this is a big part of the electorate, and I think like this is a good part of why things panned out the way that they did tonight. You have people like Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, Logan Paul, and Jake Paul all linking up to maximize their joint bro slay, all pushing men, specifically if we're looking at the exit polls and stuff, uneducated white men or non-college educated white men, to vote for Trump. And I'd be happy to be wrong on this, but like based on what I've seen tonight, it's clear that like a lot of Gen Z men, a lot of Gen Z straight men have leaned a lot more conservative than millennials or like generations past.
But maybe this could be the moment for a lot of people, even on the conservative side, to learn something from me, the sexy black in the room. The next time you want something to go your way, how about you stop acting like a fucking child and instead educate people? Don't demean them. Don't belittle them. Don't say, do your own research. Boy, what a net negative that does for you. Don't rely on social media influencers. Don't beg a bunch of random people who don't know shit about politics to help you in your swing for political victory. Take the time, educate the masses, and inform them on the things they need to know so that they can be informed. And if you agree with that, wonderful. Maybe it works out for you the next time. If you're sitting here looking at me and saying, oh, fuck you, your side lost, and that's your fault, not mine. I was sitting here kicking my feet up, booty naked, watching Shrek. Still, classic masterpiece all around. I believe the kids call it peak or absolute cinema. But let me know, did you vote for Trump? Did you vote for Kamala? I don't really know what y'all did because I was in my hibernation. But I'd love to know what you all think about it in the comments down below. I'll see you in the next one. Mwah! Goodbye.